Welcome to the Lusitani campaign for Et Impera 1.3. In the last part, we pushed out and took the rest of this region of Gallia, which means we now control this whole section of Gaul. And what we're going to need to do now is pause a little while, one, to be able to repair and heal up our armies. If we take a look at some of our, this army's up to strength, but these armies have taken a little bit of damage, and these need to fall back and possibly heal up. This army probably needs a little bit of a rebuild as well. Get some better quality troops in, because although they won the battle, they still had a few problems. And I think it's going to be quite important to actually stabilize this province as well before we keep pushing, because of course our next big target is getting across the water here and attacking Britannia, and it looks very much like the Iceni are pushing north. That could be a bit of an issue. So what we're going to do is get this agent up into here to see where the Iceni armies are. We've also got the potential to go this way, but we're going to need to sort out the politics. Now, during the end turn, Rome gave us a province, but not the one I wanted. We've now got this province here, which in some ways could be useful, because it's actually pushing out this way. And what it could do is, let me just see, provincial capital is here, which is a bit strange. Yeah, because got Thrapsus coming down round there. So maybe there's an opportunity to kind of expand through North Africa. We'll fix that. I'm just going to knock that down, because we're going to untax this, because it's going to be a bit of a waste of time, to be honest. So I'm not going to invest too much into this, but what we will get into here is a temple, so that we can start increasing Iberian culture, because that would be really good if we could start to convert this area, because that effectively will create a swing effect around the Romans. Why Rome couldn't give us this island or Massilia? I suppose Massilia is probably hard coded for the Romans not to give away, because it's too close to their own frontier. That's probably the reason for that. I think this army we're gonna pull back for a bit of TLC. I think this army can just stay here for the moment. This actually needs a unit as well, but I think because we've done so much damage, and of course I think, what was it, one of these is tier 3 now. We knocked down the building here. I think we're putting something there. I think we will keep these tier 3 buildings just for the moment. Actually, I might push you through actually, and bring this army back over here. So looking at this, this probably means that we're going to have to go through a winter before we start pushing out again. So this part may be just a little bit more of doing nothing in particular. And what would we want troop wise? I mean, we got some, but I'm very reluctant to chuck this light cavalry away, because the Lusitani light cavalry are pretty powerful in their own way, especially compared to light cavalry and other armies. We got, must admit, I do like my units in pairs, but got some Lusitani armored spearmen here, and we got Lusitani. We got here Gallic swordsman, 21 armor. Some Gallic spearmen. Wow. Got Lusitani medium spearmen, but they got no complement here. We got these Massilian hoplites, which kind of, I think actually what we want is some melee infantry. I think just to keep the pairs going with these guys, we'll put you back into there, and you can wait. This army, I doubt if you can recruit. Oh, you can recruit something here. You probably need at least. Well, I've got elite medium cavalry here. Wow. We've got some heavy cavalry. I think we'll get some heavy cavalry into here, and we'll get rid of the light infantry. And we've got your armor 38, your armor 42. Kind of replace these with that, give this army a little bit more of a backbone. Right, we got here light spearmen, light infantry. I think we will just kind of get rid of the light units, and it probably means that I've now what we got here, levies. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to swap this army around. In fact, what we may have to do is bring them down into this area and recruit some more infantry into this area. Politic. Oh. These guys are military allies with the Lugi over here, which are a bit far away. These are guys are allies with the Nervi, which are there. So in some ways, these units are, this army is actually a little bit out on its own. So there's a case to attack those, but who owns this? The Swaby. We made contact with the Swaby yet? The Swaby kind of come into here. They're at war with virtually everybody. I think what we're going to do is we've got an attack path up through here. I think we're going to send this agent this way. Got the Lugai there and the Swaby are there. Okay, so we've got a couple of fairly big armies there. I think this army can just sit here and refurbish, actually. We've got, I mean, yeah, fairly well balanced. Yeah, so you just need to heal up as well. Have a look at the... Okay. The Rate means the Romans have pushed out. Yeah, the Romans are out there on our border. Unseasonal outraged population. That in Gallia. Yeah, well, we know that. Not exactly sure why they'd be outraged. Oh, so we're gonna have to kind of try and make sure that they kind of heat up a bit. I'd also like to move my navy round to here, because to cross over to here, we're going to need to provide naval support as well. We didn't build anything, but we'll just take a quick look through the various provinces. And there, so we got Viatica here. Not seeing anything that needs to be built. I have to be completely honest. I've got so many other things on my mind. Trying to remember what I'm doing in this series is a little bit difficult. Anyway, we'll just go for an intern. Got our politician is ready for command. The one who's wounded. Rival banquet. We've got our influence, which is good. That means we should be. Our politics is pretty solid. Character-wise, you're now complete. Turn off the children. You got any more wives or anyone that needs to go out? And I think if there's an opportunity here for one of these to get married, we will. And we can send his wife out and do a little bit more politics. Do we hit Rome again, or do we... I think we'll hit Rome again. The odds of us getting another province is quite low, but that's the way it is. I'm going to put a temple in there. No public order now, so that means we're going to have to possibly move this army over this way. Yeah, you've got a little bit of a popular issue, but you can... I think we might recruit a couple of units here. Nothing particularly that special, but some units that might just kind of give the edge a little bit. Got here. Get a couple of medium spearmen and anything else that we got here. Light infantry and a bear warrior. Just so that this army is a little bit stronger, seeing we may have to deal with rebels or something like that. Because I'm not sure how. Yeah, the garrison's going to be a little bit weak for the moment. I probably do with an increase of Imperium. Right, we're going to bring this army down into here. So we want this. We got a lot of our infantry. What we need is some kind of spear capability to act in a defensive role. Got some veteran warriors here. Got some armored spearmen. These aren't that expensive, so. Haha. Yeah, we got these guys. Build this army up. This army is nearly ready to go. This army, I think you can. Public order here is still a bit creaky, but I think you can move through to here. And this is where it shows won't let me. And you can go into patrol, get this fixed. I've got two pretty good elite armies up here. We've got this army that will be our kind of quasi defense support army. So we've got three good reasonable armies here. What is this? Sneak in here. What these guys have got. Got some pretty heavy cavalry, but beyond that, the rest of their troops are pretty light. And what we got in here, another recruitment. They certainly like their recruitment bases in here. I think we're gonna go reservoir. I don't think we go put the reservoir in. That would give us that will fix the squalor problem in that settlement. Anything else construction wise? That there. And then we got in Partuba, got enclosed land down here. Right, we can't push it too hard. We're okay for food. 600. My instinct for the moment is to go. Can't get another sewage ditch in. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. We can only have one of these. 500 livestock. We've already got one set of livestock in here, so we can't do that. Maybe building this wasn't such a good idea. Goldsmith, what we got here? That gives us banditry, cavalry recruitment, local commerce. I think I'm actually gonna change my mind on that. I can't remember why I built this, but oops. I think we're gonna knock that down again. It's not there. So Rome is at war. On to war. Looks like the Romans are pushing out. The Barbarians expanding as well. We got that there. Got one more turn and then we got some research. I don't think there's much else I can do beyond getting my agent ashore up here. So we got, is that a navy? It's a navy there. We'll get you to come up, take a look at this, then come down here. Because a good landing point could be Ischia rather than going straight for the Iceni capital. I think we can recruit one more each like that before we move the navy. I think it's going to be a couple of turns before we do it, and this province still needs some for its population to build back up again. I'm just going to go for an intel. We've got unassigned skills. Boudica. Got here. Right, we've actually got a mistress. We got a war maiden with a mistress. I'll gloss over that very, very quickly. Get the campaign movement range. That's certainly going to go with that. Well, after successful action base, siege expert. I think we'll go with that because this army is probably one of the ones that's going to be a bit more inclined to conduct a siege. So, and this army is actually back to strength, so I think maybe you can move here. Get back into patrol again. The public order here is good. We've got this army here. Let's take a quick look at the public order because this game's got a nasty habit of kind of sneaking up on you. What on earth is going on here? What is going on here? Building and squalor. Ooh. We've got this army here. But I don't understand why. In 20 turns, cultural differences. Why have we got? Is this because? Oh, we haven't quite yet got to 50%, and of course the navy is going to have a little bit of an effect as well. I think we'll move the navy up to Taraco. That means that this will probably have a bit of a negative impact on here. Yep. But what it should do is make things not quite so bad here, because it should remove the cultural differences, taxes, slaves. Yeah, I think I've gone a little bit overboard here with respect to this province. So I'm not sure. I mean, the sanitation's good. Okay, we're just gonna have to keep an eye on that. Numidia, yeah. Pyrokinesis is now negative because that. Artuba is negative as well. How's the Public order here is good. We move you over. We can use this druid, keep this under control. Here. We've now got 2 druids working on this area. That should help. Oh, there's a lot to be said for playing something like a Hellenic faction. I think that's all we can do this turn, so we're just going to go for another end turn. Okay, we've got a troop morale penalty, but that's not a problem because we're in winter. We've got great food vault. Got increase in rank. Admiral. Got construction. We've now completed a silver mine in here. We've got loads and loads of public order, so it's the path for money. So, let's take that. I think we'll move this army up to just on the edge of this border.
On the move, lads.
And
Is that all?
you can just, well, I think you can fortify.
To the defenses. Warriors
This army is ready to go. So again, we can't move far in winter, but we'll just move over to here. Sentio. Who's got for Sentio? Blue guy. Look at how powerful are the Lu guy. Where are you? Yeah, the problem is the Lu guy are right over here. So if we went to war with them, we'd have to fight this way. We'd have to wait for the Romans to weaken them down a little bit first before we take them out. I think I'd rather take these 2 first, then push down on Vicentio. Because if we take these 2, that will give us a narrow crossing here for our navies, because Britannia needs to be a priority. I wonder how far north the Iceni are. Well, it looks like the Iceni have taken the whole of Britannia, which means that they're probably getting a little bit more powerful if they've got that way. They're not brilliantly powerful, but so. If you look at this, they've got no all their armies must be up north, so there is an opportunity here for us to sweep in, but it's a big but, is getting across the water here. I think it is time for my navy to come round to here. So that we've got an invasion fleet that we can get into position. I think you can start the move up in this direction. That probably means that these guys are going to be a little bit unhappy. It's winter. Yep. -3 public order. Isn't that a surprise? Year 70. How bad's the... You think, truthfully, you need to come across this side. Go and patrol. Still -2. Here we've got a serious problem. Don't think we've probably got past 50% yet. No. We need that kind of cultural bonus here. Fighting the... Drop you in there. That should push that up a little bit. Is this... This is still -4. Can't go through Rome. That means how on earth do we get up to here? I'm not that convinced that I'm particularly that interested in this place actually. So we're just going to move this army back again.
Starting out. Is there nothing else? Faster.
What we're going to have to do is rely on the temple to... There's 26 turns. We'll just have to leave it untaxed with the temple. Try and get the culture going. If we lose it, we lose it. It's not exactly something I want to try to tie an army up looking for it. These guys, I mean, these guys are very weak, but we can't attack this turn. They're friends of the Lugai, which comes down into Vicentio. So if the Lugai join a war with these, we could probably take this. That would give us a justification to take Vicentio. So what we need to do is blitz these guys and then possibly come down and
How can I assist you?
you come through here.
Out?
Yeah,
Are you
powerful
sure
is
there's
Vicentio.
nothing else?
It's pretty powerful, but if we get this as an anchor point, I suppose, above this area here, that would work as well. Yep, so that is an option. We need to keep an army here
Thirsty for battle.
for defensive purposes. Just take a quick look at the research. We got the Great Food Vault. Absolutely no idea what that was. What's it? Canada. Was that military? Yeah, we got this here. That reduces our banditry. We got enemy holdout time. That's 2, double for city ports. -2. I'm looking for something that may actually kind of give us a bit more stability in the long term. Public order at all provinces. That could be quite useful. Cultural difference, -10 empire maintenance. Wow, that's going to be expensive. I think it's going to be 21 turns, but I think that is going to be need something that we do need to get. There's one that would give us +2 public order all provinces, plus tax, -5 there, and it gives us the option to the Sanctuary of Nito. That is, yeah. We can't get up another level, so this is also the way to the temple. So yeah, we're gonna have to grind our way through that. A quick look through. We could take this up because we got lots of public order, a little bit of food, a little bit of growth, and a little bit of sanitary. That public order all is that, yeah, we'll do that because that will give us public order all provinces. That will be useful. Don't want to add to that. You're solid, but at the same time you're not. So I think for the moment we're gonna punch the Sacred Grove and then readjust this as the public order improves, because we can get Kartubas stable. That means I can then I think this is where when you're playing a barbarian, you've got to focus a little bit more on temples than you would anything else. We're negative across the board, which is going to be a little bit issue. Of course, we've got the advantage that everyone now, all these now have an extra building slot here, which is something that we can use to our advantage. This one's full. One's still got quite a lot of place to grow. This one's got way amount to grow yet. So we could push this up a little bit even further. And I think that's about all we actually, let's see if we can. We got this wife here. You can, I think it's time to kind of like roam again. Yeah, well, it didn't hurt to roam. An opportunist woman, anything that would give us faction wide benefit, that could be useful. In fact, I think we'll give her that, because that is a faction wide benefit for mercenaries heating up. Not that I've got many mercenaries, but if she's got a spare slot that's not being used, armor all units +2. That is a return for ruling party. We'll give her that. You know, it's going to reduce her effect for children, but that's not a problem. Local +3, and we'll give her the authority as well. And oops, we got unassigned skills. Got our admiral down here. We'll have to look for anything that will give us improved public order. So you're going to have to come that way, and I have to give him this. This will give us improved civil research, which might help with the 21 days. So that will be, we'll just go for an intern. Okay, political intrigue. Your diplomat has returned accompanied by clever tacticians. Your army will march further. Hidden agent exposed. Where's my hidden agent? No. Up here. I think, well, Navy's moved away from Miska. It's just kind of looks like almost like the Iceni armies are up here fighting. Is a bit strange, but fleet in here. Be nice if you could recruit some more. Yeah.
We need more ships.
Yeah. Our full-size navy here. Wow, we got 136,000. Where did all that lot come from?
Ready for orders.
So we've got this army here.
Warriors all. Ready for
Bring
battle.
this army through
Get moving.
so that we can
Yes. To work then. There is more I could do.
move this army up.
For the tribe.
Well,
Move out.
keep moving this army through
Is there nothing else?
so that we can get him. I think we will strike these guys first, possibly. Just okay, let's just review. You're friends of the Lu guy, so what we could do is strike these first. Down, take Vicentio. That will seal off this area, and then we could curve over and take these guys. Where's my other army?
Ready for orders.
Gonna push you up to Bribact
On the move, lads.
as that you're ready to go.
You have further orders?
You can
Stragglers will be left
get
behind.
a couple of these
Warriors all.
into
When your feet
so that we
meet,
can
you
really push up the public order here. You're down to -4.
Ready for orders.
I think you can just
Move out.
sneak over this border
Your next command?
and go into patrol.
Be left behind.
That will bring these up to keep this happy. These lot happy. These guys are a little bit upset. That's okay. I mean, push comes to shove because these are two parts of Masilla here. I'll just be quite relaxed really to put down rebels in this area because this isn't quite such a profitable province. Correctly, what province are you, Tolosa, where are you? Nabonesis. Yeah, see, we're not really making that much money from Nabonesis. So what I could do, seeing we're making so much money, if I come in here, untax you for the moment, it's not going to affect our income that much. So this is a plan B type option. How are we doing over here? These have gone positive because we're back, so that's good. This is good. Construction report. Got the storage pit in Kartuba. What that will do, that will give us a little bit more money. That would reduce the banditry. Got plus 30% army replenishment. So we could take that up. We got the food for it, but we're going to have to keep an eye on the food situation. We've only got a tiny amount there. This will increase the public order by 4. This will increase it by 2. That will give us a lot more food for a little bit more. I think maybe we'll sneak that in, and that will give us a. Again, we need to pay attention to the food situation, and I've got so much stuff's kind of squeezed in here. In fact, what I could do was the port around here somewhere, which. Yeah, pick that up. Let me just find the one, because there is one with a trading port that I haven't converted yet, which we could. That's this one here, Kadir. This is making us about 500 wealth. If I flip that, food, that's gonna have a. Yep, I think what we can do is flip that now. So what that means is we can get a bit more food coming in and make this into a bit of a bread basket. Actually, yeah. And then what I could do is take that down. We've got wine here. In fact, I think I will knock that down. And then we can see if we can get something in related to wine there. We got reasonable right across the board now. Can't see anything else that we need to do. Troubled populace. No. So I think I've got enough time for one more end turn. It's always a problem when you're doing multiple turns like this, especially so I take out the end turns, how long the video is going to be. Okay, danger and exposed. Danger and exposed. We've got a child at last. Order construction report. We've now completed the timber trail here. It's pretty good. First thing we need to do is go down to get deer. Right, we're going to go down the wine trail. This is potential for a big pile of cash. Unfortunately, there's no regional bonuses, but the way it is, so we can get that in. How are we doing over here? One more turn and you'll be ready to go. Anything else? We'll do the settlements first. that there, that there, put that there, that there. We're pretty good. Of course, another way that we can fix the taxation is by doing that, because what that will do is the change that would give us +3 right across the board for our population. Hispania is still being a real problem. Don't really want to knock anything down here, that's the problem.
Ready for battle.
Because we're also losing growth and tax because of this situation. I mean, you've got +18 here.
For the tribe.
I send you this way. You're +9. I think we're going to go with low taxes for a couple of turns. Okay, even with low taxes, these guys have got a problem, but that should all start to get fixed once we've done this area here. That was 50 turns. I think we can afford 50 turns. You're positive. If I put this back on, you're only -1 now. Warm summer. Yeah, I think we'll leave you. So we're just gonna have to almost manage the what we call it's the public order by turn. Don't really want to invade, kind of get into their territory.
Ready for battle.
So you can come to there, just on their border. This army
Warriors all.
push through to, where can we go? My instinct is for this army to come through to here, and then what we can do is kind of move this army up, just in case we need a third army.
Move out.
We'll bring this army up here.
Ready for further orders. For the
I think
tribe.
we're due into ambush, just in case anyone decides to get illusions of grandeur. This navy should be navy is now full strength. So it looks like the Iceni have taken a little bit of a bashing and they're on the way back. So it's time to bring our agent back into this area. Camelodon, it's got a full strength garrison there. What's the garrison like? Britannic warriors, tribesmen. Wow, that's got a garrison of, what's that? Over 2,000. Got a garrison of nearly 3,000 just by itself, and then they've got this little army here. So it looks like the Iceni are coming back. So we're going to need to kind of, so the attack here, we're going to have to attack in force and then smash their armies. So we're going to have to try and get across as quickly as possible, but we do need to do it. So the requires salt. I think we're just take that up for completeness. We've got the money for it. And I think that's about all I can do. Yep. And we'll just make a decision on we can go back to Rome again. If we can get maybe a second province. This guy, our politics is a little bit icky, but I think you can get married, so we get another wife. Ah. Where can you go? Thracian Kingdom, the Lucids sparked. Trebes. Well, you can just go there to get a bit of experience. Oops. One thing we're looking for is somebody who's a member of the Council of Chieftains. Going to be something a little bit way off, I think. How old are you? You're 53. You're 59. You're 57. Actually, how old is my faction leader? Is 56. I got my general. Where are you then? Oh, you're still down here. Actually, we got
Thirsty for battle.
this general is still kind of heating up. So what we may need to do.
For battle.
Have a look at what I've got general wise up here.
Warriors all.
My faction leader.
Ready for orders.
Got
Warriors
this guy here.
for the
I think what I'd like to do is we're going to pull my... This is the faction heir, isn't it?
Orders.
Check. Yeah, this is the faction heir. What we're going to do is replace
Thirsty for
you.
battle.
After Lusitani chieftain. Don't really want to bring in another member of the family. This is going to cost us 11,000. I think if we hire in this guy, you know, I know I'm going to pay 11,000. We've got plenty of money. I'm just wondering if we can change the order of the recruitment.
Ready for orders.
So come into here. He's going to be over here. And of course we'll have to wait till next turn to see who turns up here. If he's a council of chieftains, we'll bring him in here. Because what I always like to know who the heir is, so that we can see what's coming in behind. So that'd be really nice. It'd be great if this guy actually just died of old age. Got it over and done with. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.